Nonetheless, yeah, no, these two guys are an absolute treat to watch. And now we get to see them play against each other in winner's side top 8 of Squad Strike. So most likely a best
Imagine
of
if this
5. We
was-
get plenty.
We get this in winner's side top 8 of regular singles, too.
Honestly, it could happen.
Here comes the beastly top 8 run, beating MK Leo and Mia and maybe Kurama, too, because that is a dead Joker.
Tell me how. Tell me how it is impossible, Last, because what I'm seeing is somebody who you brought up, Leo, woe is you, Beastly just dispatched of a high-level Joker quickly.
I don't know if that recovery was not all that high level. Sorry, Kurama. But the Roy is looking a whole lot better coming out now. Got caught off stage without his double jump and ended up losing the stock for it. Has managed to fire back pretty quickly, just going to be looking for a jab back air on the ledge here. Beastly, though, playing a dangerous game going for monkey flip from off stage, because if he eats a jab, he's dead.
But Kurama not able to find that reaction, right? And you got to be able to pick up those confirms when you got a character as mobile as Diddy Kong that can be kind of one of the problems. But Kurama, great reaction right there, dispatching of the monkey. And in comes the Dr. Mario.
So interesting that Beastly once again has always had has not had a static character lineup. It's shifted very, very frequently based on who he's fighting and what their lineups are like. But the up smash comes through, and Kurama now gets to see his successful his cousin at Thanksgiving, who his parents are always comparing him to.
Trade school versus college, right?
The plumber versus the doctor.
And
yes,
yet
indeed.
only one of them is married.
You don't know if Dr. Mario's married or not. He's wearing gloves. You can't tell if he's got a ring on.
I guess I don't. And he'd probably take it off for surgery anyways. You don't.
Yeah, true. You don't want to
put the wedding ring in somebody's
It's in the
chest.
larynx.
Yeah. Now, nonetheless, I was going to say that this is like a real test, right? Because Kurama, one of, if not I would say the best Mario in the world.
Oh my God.
Beastly's Dr. Mario, not only going head to head, but making mincemeat of this Mario right now.
That was very nearly it. I was expecting he's dead.
Oh! There's more.
I was very much expecting Beastly to dash an up B off of that instead of trying for the up smash
Yeah,
to the
me
fair.
too.
And I think that would have killed, but it doesn't even matter. It's only a matter of time, and Beastly wins handily in the Ditto.
We did not even see the Ness come out. A 2-stock victory from Beastly there. And, yeah, I think we just did see, largely there was just a little bit of discomfort, I feel like, in that game 1 from Kurama. Like, it didn't feel like was fully warmed up or something.
You would think Kurama would know how to fight Doc. He fights Louis Money all the time.
That's true.
I miss the Louis Money Doc.
I miss Luis's Doc. Oh, my gosh.
Get rid of we don't need Palu.
Yeah, we don't need the Palo anymore. Play Fox and Dr. Mario, please.
What a devious combination.
Delightfully devilish,
Delightfully devilish, Mr. Money.
Mr.
Money.
That's what they call him.
Well, that's what they call him in doctor school.
In doctor school?
You know what I'm talking about.
I think they call it grad school.
Whatever. Doctor
right.
school, and we'll see if Kurama can. I don't have a segue.
We are purported as two of the finest analysts in the scene, and here we are talking about doctor school.
I don't have a segue. We're into
Med
game number
school,
2.
Ryan, med
no,
school.
I don't care. It's doctor school to me.
My name is School. Doctor School. We do have a match to talk about. You're right. We are 30 seconds into this game, and we have nary
He's
said
dead.
a word about the fact that Kurama
dead.
was playing Aegis. Throughout all of our bit, Kurama's Aegis has come and gone. It is back to the Roy. As Beastly leading off with the Ness, putting in some definitive work.
We coming back to stage here. I can't.
I need you. Don't go out on me now.
I'll compose myself in just a moment.
Look,
Kurama.
I'll tell the people about Beastly going up against Roy, because Beastly has plenty of experience against Roy, particularly the more aggressive style that I would expect Kurama to have, because Beastly plays quite often against Johnny, who made waves at quite a few different tournaments, particularly Low Tide City a couple years ago. Roy is something that Beastly is no stranger to dealing with. Nobody really should be, but Kurama right there, he says, look, I played against a few Nesses myself. We got a couple of those up in NorCal. I am going to dispatch that and get on down to this Diddy Kong, which was just a demon in that last game.
And I think Kurama definitely needs to do a lot of work here with the Roy before Beastly manages to take it out with a swiftness again like he did last game. But, well, okay, he does get off ledge. I was getting a little bit nervous seeing a Diddy Kong sitting in shield with Banana at the ledge. That always just freaks me out. Gonna chase him into that left side corner? No, they're just fighting over the Pokeball control right now.
And nobody really trying to, like, press the advantage super duper hard, you know, which is, again, like, kind of weird. I would expect that of these two guys, but, you know, you're still relatively early on in the set, so you want to just try to get a sense of what your opponent is going to do and say, hey, if I get something like this, right, down tilt for Diddy Kong, jab for Roy, you can just kind of hit confirm that. Go ahead and get your stock, but Diddy right now for Beastly still continuing to be a force to be reckoned with, and going up against this Mario again. You've got that Dr. Mario lurking in the back, and you saw how well that did against the Mario last time. So things really looking up for Beastly, but Kurama can definitely even this up quickly because we know that explosive kill power he has. Both, I mean, for this character, but especially as a player.
Yeah, absolutely. But he's got to make something happen here. Ends up just taking the Banana out of commission, and okay. Gets in on Beastly's shield, forces a mistake, and then up smashes with a swiftness to take that stock out. But now this is the dock that pieced him up in the last game. Kurama definitely going to have something to prove after that if he even wants to stay alive in this winner's side bracket.
Ooh, that up B, though, going to clank with that dash attack. That's Kurama holding down a little bit.
That's
Jab
it.
reset.
That's it.
Beastly taking him to doctor school in that game 2. We will go to game 3 with a 2-0 lead for UTA's finest player.
I cannot believe that after all of that, we just got back down to the Doc versus the Mario again, and it was a jab reset at what, like 60% before the hits? And that was it. It was over. Beastly just becoming ungovernable by Kurama here. He cannot stop him. He cannot deal with the Dr. Mario, and he's got to figure something else out if he wants to stay in winner's side.
I am scared of how good this Dr. Mario is, because I went into this thinking like, oh, Beastly's just kind of messing around and still having fun, and he's playing the Doc because he had fun playing him yesterday in the low tier bracket, but it's kind of been his best character in this bracket. It's kind of been his best character by like a decent margin.
Maybe he should consider going Doc in singles later today.
I kind of think he should. It's been really good, and this time he's doing, again, that tactic where he's putting that Doc in the middle. I mean, you were talking about this. Beastly has refused to just kind of keep the same lineup. He's trying to keep it fresh, and he wants to, like, even if the characters are the same, he's always mixing up where they are and kind of not letting the opponent get used to, like, the rhythm of, you know, okay, I play like this, and then I play like this. Great get-up attack right there for Beastly. He is leading off with the Nest once again. And against the Roy, that can be a little bit scary. We did see him put in the work with the Nest against the Roy last time, but I don't know, man. I mean, Roy has a sword. That's always scary for Ness.
And yeah, not even going to be able to make it back to stage after being sent off. The Roy dies soon, but now the swap up in the lineup coming out. Going to try and do something very different from the last two games. Sora coming through, catching Beastly, trying to grab the ledge.
Jump, wow. Definitely forward tilt, though. That move is huge and active. Absolutely going to be able to just flick you out of there. Just get off my ledge.
Go into the blast zone.
Now Beastly, the beast is back.
Uh-oh.
The Dr. Mario going for that confirm, but not going to be able to fight it there at that percent against Sora. And big reversal for Kurama. Didn't have the juggles ready, though. Wasn't able to keep Beastly out of center stage. And now, once again, I mean, this degreed up man. We don't even know that it's just a medical degree. He could have more degrees.
He might even have he's got like a basic doctor degree and then a specialist doctor degree. He might be like a kinesthesiologist.
Yeah, you know, he could be a kinesthesiologist, kinetic something.
It's just a fun word to say. I don't even know what they do.
I don't either. He is a surgeon.
I am a surgeon.
That's the back throw, by the way. If we ever see that. Ooh, not going to get the checkup, though. Definitely way too high of a percent against Sora right there out of that down throw. And Kurama also not able to find the confirm into the up smash. So neither of these players, I mean, have, I think, combos available to them to take stocks. It just has to be a raw hit, and Beastly able to find one right there as the crowd's starting to come alive, getting a little bit later into the day. I mean, Doc has some of the best out-of-shield game in the entirety of Smash.
Kurama
Ultimate.
needs to kill this Doc now, and that is going to do it. He's not going to be able to make it back to the stage this time around. And okay, down to the final character, down to the Diddy Kong.
Yeah, Diddy versus the Mario. This is a matchup that Kurama has some experience with. You know, we talk about this a lot in Squad Strike, right? You know, have you seen this character before? And that just goes to show it right there. No panic from Kurama. Knows, okay, if I air dodge back, unless he delays this forward tilt, and I doubt that he is going to, I'm just going to be able to make it back. And that was excellently played right there to stay alive, but Beastly still keeping on the pressure.
Oh, but this platform is a lot of trouble for Diddy Kong to deal with. Bring all the way up to the top, as you say, but it's not enough to KO quite yet, so Kurama's going to have to work a little bit harder before he can put that first point on the board. Now, Beastly connects with a quick down tilt dash attack into the up air. He's taken the lead in damage once more, and he's trying to play very, very tricky around Kurama in neutral, trying to keep him guessing at where he's going to approach from. Misses the banana grab, though, and that was a crucial opportunity for a resource that he's just going to completely miss out on. Now has it back in hand, going to try and chase him up. Kurama reversal sends him off stage and pops him low with the fireball snipe, and the barrels would have killed him too if Beastly had managed to survive. You saw the barrels go high and kill Spark, but it's not going to matter as game had already been said by that point, and Beastly losing his first game of this set.
This might be the first time I have seen Beastly lose a game in Squad Strike.
Is it really?
Maybe not for the. I think for this whole tournament. I'm trying to think to like history. I don't know how many times I've seen Beastly like just not win Squad Strike before, but here we do have Kurama again. You know, the higher seed, the more well-renowned player, the one that everybody would expect. Like, oh, like, and I know that he's got a couple of other characters. I know that I've seen that Roy before, but the Sora, you know, putting in some work here, and Kurama's even going to lead off with it as Beastly does once again kind of mix up the character order, going back to leading off with the Diddy Kong. Diddy against Sora, though, I'm wondering, I don't know what the thoughts on that are at high level, but, I mean, Sora just, I mean, if you're on the ground as Diddy Kong and you're looking to control that, I mean, Sora could just kind of float above the banana. Kind of seems a little annoying for Diddy Kong, if I'm being honest.
A lot of these characters who like can either play a zoning game or can play like an ambiguous game around the shield become a lot more difficult for Diddy Kong to deal with, just because like one of his main defensive tools is in shield with banana, and if you kind of can either ignore that or circumvent it, it becomes a lot easier for you to play around Diddy. But so far, Beastly still, you know, the tried and true coming in clutch against maybe a less practiced character from Kurama. Oh, fire the wrong way.
You know, I want to point out just a very small interaction there where Kurama, like, air dodged and grabbed the banana out of the air when Beastly threw it. That's one of those things that just is a level of refinement that you don't really see until you hit that, like, top level of play. Because a lot of people are just going to, like, not think that, oh, I should, like, be catching this. Who is running away from somebody and then air dodges? But you're doing that because you got to catch that banana. A lot of people would even throw out a move to catch it, but then you incur a lot of ending lag frames. But Kurama knows he's got to have that confirm as well. Gets it. Look at a little smirk from him in the player cam too. He's like, it's okay,
hey, he went to the DLC character. He knows what he's about.
DLC 2.
Indeed, indeed. Quick little F-tilt from Beastly going to send Kurama deep off stage, but Sora once again has all the mix in the world, and the parry doesn't even help Beastly. This time a quick dash attack in, and he's going to continue to rack up this damage until he air dodges straight into Beastly's waiting arms. A quick back throw is going to be the stock, and out comes the Roy swinging from the Angel platform. A quick near stock.
Ooh, what a great recovery there from Beastly, faking out Kurama. He's going to get knocked back off stage, though. Has to use that PK Thunder, but, you know, Roy's not probably going to go off stage, but calling out Beastly twice the same way. He says, I know you want to go to this platform, so you have that freedom to go over me or under me, but here's this back air. Eat this. Show me what that dot can do. All right, Kurama right back at it. Just 3 quick ones up on the yellow stick, and why not another? Why not a 5th? Just for good measure, 68% racking up quickly, and this is just looking like one of those sets where, man, Kurama started off a little bit slow. Beastly definitely taking advantage of a few mistakes, but Kurama's starting to get real comfy.
Probably very unhappy, too, that he lost multiple games because of the Dr. Mario, especially that jab reset in game number 2. The up smash connects from Doc, but Kurama still has the advantages. He's able to go low, go right underneath that nair, and a quick jab fair. Not yet enough to KO because it was not the back air. So Beastly's got a second chance at this, but He is kicking down death's door at the moment.
You saw Kurama try to go for the exact same thing that took out the Diddy Kong, covering the jump to the platform, but that time the pill was there. That was just a matchup difference, but he still called out the option from Beastly. Once again, though, Mario against bigger Mario, but Beastly, we've seen him do that a couple of times, I think, trying to drift forward and do either a nair or an up air, but getting the forward air instead, incurring all that lag, and Kurama able to just follow up and get that big hit. This time the up smash to take the game, and we go to a Game 5 with Kurama trying to pull off a reverse 3-0.
It was a little bit of a scary situation there, too, on the last stock as Kurama spawned in off the Angel platform and then immediately did short hop air dodge into a grab.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, hang on a second. That's not right. That's not what you want.
That's a bad option.
That's not a good... Even Kurama can't get away with that, and he did take about 60% for it. But because Beastly was already so heavily damaged thanks to the efforts of the Roy, Kurama was able to close it out with an up smash, and like you said, bring us to a game number 5, maybe even manage to go into winners finals, trying to take this Squad Strike bracket home for the blue wall.
And this is exactly what Kurama is looking to do with that opening right there, pushing that Ness into the corner. I believe he's taking the double jump right now, if I'm not mistaken. And again, just Roy's not going to go off stage in that situation, but the ledge trapping from Kurama has been so good, especially the deeper that we've gotten into this set. He has not only downloaded Beastly, he has installed him as well.
I don't know, Kimona. I would actually kind of like to see Kurama go for the runoff counter against the PK Thunder 2. It's a very, very risky option because you're saying, like, it's if you mess it up, you die. But if you get it, you kill Ness. He's not going to need to worry about killing Ness any longer, though, because one way or the other, that's the last time he'll see it for this set.
The counter is a good idea, too, and the only reservation I have about that is that Roy's counter is pretty unreliable. It's not the biggest hitbox, and there is every chance that you counter it, Ness ends up behind you, and you just kind of flail and whiff at nothing, and now you're the one getting ledge trapped. And nonetheless, again, Kurama's ledge trapping has been so good. I mean, take a look at this. It's been so good, he doesn't have any need to go off stage. And what looked like a dominating set for Beastly is now turning on its head. Kurama just needs to take one more stock from this Dr. Mario, which he has been beginning to solve game after game.
I mean, you were talking about like how Kurama not only finished the download and the install, but I think at this point he's decompiled Beastly and started modding him because he's in complete control of how this is going. Maybe.
In Night City, what makes someone a criminal?
Getting caught.
Apologies for popping the mic. But Beastly will have to pull off an incredible comeback right here nonetheless. Kurama at 165. Forward tilt's enough to get him onto the second character, onto the Sora, but...
The Sora is going to be very difficult for Dr. Mario to deal with, especially at low percent.
I mean, and the thing is, Beastly has not been showing the ability to explode this Sora ever since it came out. And if Kurama only needs anything, it's just to get some good chip damage on Beastly. At the very least, if you get the stock up to like 80-90%, I think you'll be happy with the performance. But
Kimona,
you're looking at me. It might not happen.
Kimona, I'm scared. This is not going very well for the Sora at all. Beastly parrying every single disadvantage option that Kurama picks to try and escape this. He's now up at 109%, having to recover very low, and Beastly in complete control of this ledge, but the stray hit of the second hit of Nair going to at least allow Kurama to regain some semblance of control over the situation.
That 50-50 mix-up right there definitely catching Kurama off guard, and Beastly continuing to pile on the pressure. Has he found a way to adapt to what Kurama has been showing him over these last couple of games? Will we push this to last stock in Game 5? Starting to look like it, the way that Beastly is racking up this damage. I mean, Dr. Mario's out of shield game is great. You get an up B, you get an up smash. That Sora's going to be gone, or the back throw. He is a surgeon. It is last stock apiece between Beastly and Kurama, and the Texas crowd is coming alive for Beastly as he racks up big numbers.
The crowd might be coming alive, but so too is Beastly. Beastly is just absolutely dominating Kurama with this Dr. Mario, but this could be it as Kurama finds the up B high, and it's not a kill off the top. Not enough rage, not enough damage, and Beastly gets a second lease on life to try again. A back air from Kurama, though, going to put him at the ledge, and this is where Kurama usually shines.
He's definitely been ledge trapping Beastly incredibly, and some of these approaches from Beastly a little bit too predictable. Does get the parry on that back air, but no punishes. It's so safe, and just falls right into that up smash. Can't hover around over Mario for too long because he's got that big coverage, and though it came down to the wire, Kurama is able to stave off that last gasp from Beastly and secure that reverse 3-0